Okay, so life began on June 27,
And everyone
1980.
would say everything. Let's move it.
He has in mind. This is Donald Trump, 33 years old.
Friday, the 13th.
Here's Johnny.
I was born to a mid-sized family. A brother and 3 sisters. It was a happy childhood. Our life was typical. My dad used to work a 7 to 2 p.m. job, and my mom was a stay-home mom. I went to school from KG all the way to high school, and then off to college. I wasn't a dropout. It was a perfect childhood. All went as planned. And that is the problem. I was not adopted. I was not born to a dysfunctional family. Neither was I raised as a refugee in a war-torn country. I would describe my early years as any childhood should be, surrounded with a loving family, filled with care and principles. Don't misunderstand me. I wouldn't wish for it any other way. It is how I dealt with it when I look back, is what I'm reflecting upon. I took it for granted. When I was 10, my outlook was different. I understand it would be difficult for a kid to comprehend life and make correct choices. But still, at that age, there were things I could have done better. I was bullied. Sometimes I was made fun of. What started as mild teasing quickly escalated to egg throwing. The shell was going to blind my right eye forever if the impact was only a few millimeters closer to the iris, as per the doctor at the time. I had my right eye patched for a while. I was a tiny kid. I remember I used to be scared to speak out. My dad used to take me to swimming, karate, and other activities. I used to quit easily. To my 10-year-old self, I say, stand up for yourself. Don't be afraid to speak out, ever. Maybe play a little less games. Don't focus on the grades and work on your skills. Your school anxiety took the best out of you. And for all good reasons. I say it is silly. Don't pay attention to it. It will pass. Your childhood is not rough. And for that, you take things for granted and never pay attention to what matters the most. This is the time you learn how to skateboard, play an instrument, play a sport, or learn how to draw. Ignore the naysayers. Don't just quit that easily. Please, just don't. You have the most valuable 10 years ahead of you. Use them to develop your skills. Skills you will find out it would be very hard to acquire later in your life. When I was 20 years old, I was at college and living on my own. I started working when I was 19, but for the wrong reasons. When I went to college, I started hanging out with some really bad people. Started smoking water pipe, almost never attended a class. And when I did, I almost never paid attention. I was very close to dropping out, but again, for the wrong reasons. And if it wasn't for my parents, I probably would have. I was mostly following my whims. Although I was making money from working, I was spending them on the wrong things. I maxed out my credit card soon after I got it, mostly on car rentals and outings. To my 20-year-old self, I say, stop the drama. You are not the center of the universe. Not everything is about you. It is about time you man up and take responsibility for your life. Grow up and understand the value of time. These are the years that will mostly define you. The impact on you from wasting your time will be long-lasting and catastrophic, not just on you, but on everyone around you, especially your loved ones. Have a purpose for your life early on, a long-term goal that you would want to achieve. Think about what would you want to have achieved when you retire. This is the time you need to think about that. And you have plenty of time to think about it at your age. It will be very difficult to save money at this stage, but try to save as much as you can. Focus on your workout and diet. And for God's sake, stop the junk food and snacking. It is disgusting. Your genes won't last you longer than a few years. Trust me, I know. You need to read as much as you can. Don't make my mistake. Trust me, the more you read, the more you will be confident and attack life head on. When I turned 30, I was sort of on track, although in my current standards, quite late to the party. I was well underway in my personal and professional development. To my 30-year-old self I say, although you're a bit late to the game, better late than never. Ramp up early on. The most important thing in life is family, then your health, then work. Remember this order. There will be times that you will forget this order and work will push itself against all odds. Don't let it. Oh, one more thing. Don't follow your passion. It is very much skewed by what the world thinks is passion. Being a big executive in a large corporate is the wrong passion. Spending long nights and weekends away from your family so that others can look good is wrong at so many levels. You are capable of doing much more than you think. You are blinded by the culture of things, materials, and positions. If you let go of those, you will have much more clarity on what is best for you, and you will create a larger impact on the world in the process. To my 40-year-old, I say, good luck. You're just starting. You have a long way ahead of you. Your journey doesn't have an end. So keep going, never slow down. Because I have no intention in doing so.